This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Let's talk about the next match, and what a match it is. Rob Van Dam wins the Money in the Bank ladder match in 12 minutes and 21 seconds, beating Shelton Benjamin, Matt Hardy, Ric Flair, Fit Finlay, and Bobby Lashley. Just one Hall of Famer after another, but boy, a couple really stick out, don't they?
Yeah, you know, whenever I think of a ladder match, I always think of those great ladder matches that Fit Finlay had. And of course, you can't leave Ric Flair out of that commentary, because when I think of great Ric Flair matches, I think about that ladder match that he had in Westlake, Texas that time in the summer of 74.
Sure.
Yeah, it was great. He and Wahoo had some great ladder matches back in their day. As I said last week, I think that the most intriguing part of this match was to see how many rungs that Rick and Fit Finlay would actually attempt to climb. And needless to say, I think they, for the most part, were able to work that ladder match without going too far up that fucker. Ever.
Meltzer would say Van Dam and Flair were clearly the two most popular and really the only two who had a shot at winning. Van Dam did a dive over the top rope onto Hardy, who was holding a ladder, so Van Dam crashed into it. A ladder was put resting on the ropes, and Benjamin ran up the ladder legs and did a flip dive on Lashley, Hardy, and RVD. Bruce, I remember that spot like it was yesterday. Everyone in my living room stood up and looked around at each other in amazement. How did that just happen? That's a video game thing. That's not supposed to happen. Do you remember this spot?
Or you call it a Shelton Benjamin thing.
It's unbelievable, dude. Like the athleticism of a guy to do that and the timing.
You know how many times you rehearsed it?
0.
Yeah.
Isn't that remarkable?
Just kind of looked at it and said, what if I just ran up the motherfucker?
I'm just saying, in a weird way, I know it's not his gimmick, but maybe it should be. Shelton Benjamin's like the real life Mr. Perfect. How does he do that without practice?
Yeah, he's kind of like Rubber Man.
It's unbelievable. You just think about that. And then like that super kick everybody still remembers so well with Shawn Michaels. Like that dude's just always in the right place at the right time, and nobody can put their finger on why or how.
Yep.
There's a lot going on here. There's some big bumps. Hardy superplexing Flair over the top of the ladder, Flair working on that knee, and he's taken to the back. Benjamin tries a power bomb on Lashley off the ladder. Finlay and Hardy try to pull Lashley off. Flair comes back limping. He's going crazy, chopping everyone in sight. Lashley's climbing. RVD comes off the top rope holding a chair with a drop kick into Lashley's kidneys. Hardy does a leg drop from 2/3 of the way up the ladder on Lashley. Hardy hits the side effect on a ladder for Finlay. Flair's largely eliminated a second time, taking a long back bump off a ladder when he was knocked off. And then RVD comes off the very top of the ladder with a splash onto Finlay. And that's a huge ECW chant as a result. And the finish would see 2 ladders in place. Hardy, Benjamin, and RVD are all climbing. RVD switches ladders, kicks over the ladder. That sends Benjamin and Hardy over the top rope to the floor, and he grabs the briefcase. Meltzer loved it, gave it 4 stars. This is one of the great Money in the Bank ladder matches. What can you tell us about this one? This is something people are still talking about.
Yeah, I thought it was excellent. And when you look at ladder matches, and probably because you put someone like Finlay and Flair in the match to basically normalize it a little bit and throw some logic into the shit. So there wasn't as much of the crazy stuff. It was there.
Right.
But I think it was done in a little bit more logical way. And it was also, a showcase for the guys that could do it, and was able to spotlight 2 guys that was not their forte in Rick and Fit, and be able to showcase everybody in that match. I thought it was excellent.
It really is something to think about, that the prior year, WrestleMania 21 is the very first one, and Edge wins, and we know he's going to cash in quite a moment to beat John Cena for the World Championship right after that Elimination Chamber match at New Year's Revolution in 06 here. But then here we know it's going to be another equally important moment, because when Rob Van Dam wins, he's going to chase not only the world title, but the ECW world title and go on to his greatest success. This is really showing the fans at home, hey, this Money in the Bank ladder match really matters, because whoever wins here is going to be about to embark on the ride of a lifetime for their career. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. And it was all, this was kind of even still in the newborn stages of the Money in the Bank match and what it means and going from there. So yeah, I think it was important.
It's pretty phenomenal to look back and see, what this match meant to Edge and what it meant to Rob Van Dam. Of course, we know now it became so popular, they made it a pay-per-view. In hindsight, do you wish it would have just been one of the special WrestleMania attractions forever?
I like the pay-per-view, and I like building around it because it is such of a special moment, and it's an opportunity to have something that means something on a pay-per-view other than a championship match.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.